So, if anybody has questions for Conchita, now's your moment. Who's going to start? Must be one. One of you.
Oké, zal ik het doen, maar je moet het vertalen. Zij zegt, of hij zegt, maakt niet uit. Er is één persoon heel important in my life, my mother. You said in the interview, every time my mother is a very interesting, important person.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, first of all, because she delivered me. I think that's quite something. I can't imagine how. But let's not go into that one. Because my mother is one of my best friends, definitely, and my parents are supportive as far as I remember. You know, they really raised me in a very open-minded way, and this is something that I'm truly thankful for. When it comes to my mother, you know, a mom is a mom. What can I say?
Yeah.
It's really the closest person to my heart, and so yeah, that's probably why.
Thank you, thank you.
Now you must have had an amazing year. I mean, you've got your CD, you've got your book, you've done a wonderful job presenting Eurovision.
Thank you.
What was the highlight for you this past year?
What was the highlight? Well, if we start with winning Eurovision, that would be definitely the highlight. But this year at Eurovision, it was very exciting because I hosted the show, part of it, and I was allowed to give a few performances. So I was quite busy, and it was nice to see the Eurovision in a whole different context. Because, you know, I knew that I will sing at the finale, even at the semi-finale, so I didn't really have to worry about that. So I was very relaxed, and I really had a great time hosting the green room, because what I thought was, because it was so nice, there are no really cues or rules you have to follow once you're in the green room. You can do almost anything you want if it's appropriate on TV. And I guess this is what I did, and that was really fun. Yeah. Yes!
Hi, Conchita.
Jasper, hello.
Are you happy with the way your album was received by the audience?
Yes, I'm very happy. Well, especially when it comes to Austria, it reached the Platinum Award in like a week, and that was unbelievable. I really could not really believe that. That was great, and the fact that I was allowed to release it in Australia, in Japan, obviously here in Europe, and in America as well, is so much more than I ever expected. You know, and it is my first album, and it's really, I haven't had a solo album before, so it's really like now making my baby steps into the serious music industry, because beforehand I was just trying and singing most of the time cover versions, you know, and now it's really very exciting for me to sing my own songs. And so, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited about all the singles which will be released in the near future, and yeah, I'm very, very happy.
Yes?
Conchita, how do you see the evolution of your career? What does it look at when you step away from the character you're at this moment, and when you maybe be singing under a different name or your own name?
Well, this is definitely not something that I'm thinking about right now. Maybe ask me in 20 years when I'm over wearing high heels. But no, for now it's really exactly what I want, you know. And I you know, I don't have the feeling of I'm done with Conchita, you know. So there are so many things that I want to experience, and that I have in my mind for the future. So no, I'm not really thinking about changing my name or the persona that I am. No, that's not.
Conchita, do you ever feel like shaving off your beard to get?
Well, I do sometimes. I do sometimes. If I have enough time while shaving and growing back. And if there is a certain event or opportunity where I can treat people. Well, here's the deal, to understand it. There was this event last year, and it's a huge ball, and I visited this ball since I'm 16. And the last few years it was not really possible to go there. And this time I had a day off, a week off. And I thought I want to go there, but I really don't want to take, you know, would I attend there as Conchita, I would have taken more selfies than drinks. And that's probably not what I wanted. And so I decided to shave my beard and create a whole new character. So this would be like one of these little things where I shaved my beard because Eleanor White does not have a beard. And that was the name of the character that I...
When you're not Conchita, do you recognize the street?
Well, in Vienna, yes. Because, you know, in Australia, people, they know me since I'm 17 years old because I'm in the media that long. But anywhere else in the world, hardly. But there are, from time to time, there are situations where I really stand there like, I've been to Australia at the security check. And this woman sitting there was checking my passport. And she looked at me and she said, "You're the bearded lady." And I thought, I'm on the other end of the world. How could that be? So yeah, from time to time there are little, you know, little situations, but no, not really. Not really. Which I really enjoy.
Hi, Conchita.
Hey.
What are your thoughts on people in general?
Oh my God, Kate in general. First of all, you know, it's such a big deal what she did because being in the world of reality TV for such a long time, she could have said, well, that's it for now. You know, that's it, because this is the real deal and now I have to find myself and now I'm able to be who I am. But she decided to make this issue a public topic. And I think it's so important because, oh, I'm so sorry, but I would love to see this gentleman while I'm here. Thanks. I think it's so important too, because I think respect or freedom from it is linked to knowledge. And so many people just haven't had a clue what the whole LGBT community was about. So with Kate in general, what she did was so much more than helping the trans community. You know, many Americans got a face for a whole community.
She became the billboard.
Yeah, and I think that's great that she, you know, talked about the most private things you can deal in with your life. She talks about it in the public, and I think that's something that we should really appreciate, and I think it's great. And she looks amazing, amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Anyone else? Yes.
So the record is out, the book is out.
Yeah.
You're performing all over Europe and then Australia.
Yeah.
What's up next?
What's up next? Well, I will return to Australia. I'm very excited about that. You know, I love, for me, summer is Pride season. And I'm really fortunate because I get the chance to hop around, well, mainly Europe, to visit all those fabulous prides as here. And I really enjoy that because during the year it's not really that much of community that I get. So in summer, it's most of the time it's party with a little singing, and I enjoy it.
But the new Eurovision winner, Mons, is
Yes.
doing a tour. Is that something you would like to do also?
Well, I'm thinking about a live concept for my album. I'm thinking about how could this look on stage, because it's not really easy, you know. Well, people who know me would immediately see the problem because I would prefer to have an orchestra on every stage that I play, and that's not possible, unfortunately. But here in Antwerp, thank you for that as well, I have a live band, and that's something really rare because, you know, it's quite easy to come with your backing track, you know, and everything is digital and it will do fine in a club and stuff. But it's so great if you're able to make live music. And this is what I do today, and that's why I'm especially excited about this performance. Oh, the answer is I have not planned a tour yet, but I'm thinking about it. I'm sorry. Yes.
Did you get a chance to do anything else in Antwerp? sightseeing?
Unfortunately, I basically arrived 2 hours ago, and I'm gonna leave tomorrow. And yes, I know, it's my second time that I'm just here for a few hours and then I have to leave. But anyhow, at least I get the taste of Antwerp while I get, you know, taken by car from A to B. So, but, you know, I got my bits and pieces and one day I will return for a longer time. I doubt if I would wear a wig, but at least I really want to come back and see more.
I'm a tour guide, I'd love to take you.
Oh, thank you so much.
What do you think of Louis Contact, the Belgian singer?
He was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I love the song, I love the performance. I heard the song the first time and it was perfect. The video was on point and the live setup was incredible. Now I can say it, you know, because everything is over. But he was definitely in one of my favorites to win Eurovision. Definitely. Yeah, he is great.
Except for women, are there any other Belgian designers you like that you've worn before?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm sure that I wore many, but that's embarrassing now. But you know, the thing is, what I love about fashion here. It's very clean and it's very structured, what I love, because I'm obsessed with architecture. And I love that many designers from here are working with these kind of things. And you can see it because also the buildings are, you know, I don't know the road, but it's there's the river, there's the road, and there are these unpayable houses. You know where I am here in Antwerp? All right. And we passed those buildings and I thought the architecture is just amazing. And you can see that this is going through art, through all the different things, and this is what I personally really do enjoy.
Form flows out of function.
Exactly. Well, I just take it. I just take this statement that you just said. No, seriously, I really love, you know, you might think that I would love like outrageous stuff, which I do enjoy, but when it comes to fashion, I really like it very simple and very clean, and still, it needs to be a wow, at least in front of my mirror, you know.
There's no glitter.
I'm not, you know, a little glitter here and there, but I'm not really. Well, when it comes to stage outfits, I mean, at Eurovision, I had the big pleasure to fight my fear of heights, and it didn't work out. First of all, I am terribly afraid of heights still. But if you have seen it, I got dragged. I call it drag, some other would call it fly, around this stadium. And in this particular case, I think there is a certain rule you have to follow. Once you're flying over a public area or over an audience, you have to wear a glitter jumpsuit. And this is what I did. You know, if Beyonce says so, you do it. And this is what I did. So yeah, sometimes. Yes.
You just talked about Louis Contact.
Yes.
Sadly, Austria, as a host country, became the last as the first host country ever. No points at all. On something that...
Thanks for this.
Is that something that gave the Austrian audience a negative feeling in the end after hosting?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we all have been quite disappointed because, you know, for me as well, I thought the boys were so great and I loved the song and they really did not deserve 0 points. And how it happened. But, you know, we have been so excited about hosting Eurovision that we were, yeah, you know, oh, the boys. But hey, one show, you know, so it was quite sure we would have loved to have seen them in the higher ranking, but still it was a great show. Yeah, I think everybody's still very excited about Eurovision. They haven't removed the billboards yet. I think we're all a little hangover. You know, we don't want it to end. Yes. Yeah.
I was just wondering, how did you find them? Or
Well,
Did he introduce himself to you?
this is
or-
a quite simple concept. I do have a stylist. I'm very fortunate about that. I do have a stylist, and he's collecting all these fabulous things all around the world. And they got in touch, and he looked through his lookbook, and you know, he's collecting all these things. And then we have a fitting. It lasts about 4 hours. And we're going crazy about, you know, mixing labels up and doing things because I love fashion as well. And yeah, this was a nice opportunity to wear your dresses, and yeah, they are beautiful and they fit perfectly.
Can you tell us about your new singles?
Yes, of course. Well, there's Firestorm, which is, you know, I can't really say it's one of my favorites because I really love the whole record. You know, I would start with once and then I would say, oh, I love that one and that one. But Firestorm is very special to me because it's quite old-fashioned. It's very 90s, and this is what I love about. You know, it's followed by the rules of 90s music, and this is what I enjoy. You know, it's kind of my time. I was still very young, but yeah, I love listening to this kind of music, so I wanted to have this kind of up-tempo track. And when it comes to Colors of Your Love, that was a big surprise for me as well, because you know, we recorded the song, and my producer slash songwriter Sebastian, he said, I had this great idea about Colors of Your Love. I'm going to show it to you tomorrow. Let me know what you think about it. And I was quite nervous because I thought I loved this song so much, and I didn't want him to ruin it, you know. But I thought, yeah, he's a professional, he knows what he's doing. And the next day he played it to me, and there was this drop in the middle of the song, and I was listening to it, you know, and then I'm like, oh. And then I loved it, you know, and obviously I knew the song quite well till the end of the recording, and I played it to my friends, and obviously I knew how this song will turn out, and they were like, yeah, well, it's a great song, and then, you know, they went, what is that? So I love that this kind of surprise is happening, and I love that especially this song gives a whole new flavor to the whole record. So yeah, that would be my new 2 singles that are out, and yeah, that's what I have to say about it.
Are there any more questions?
You can ask me anything. Whether you can use it or not. Oh, that's a very, very original question. I'm doing fine, thank you. Everything's perfect.
Do you happen to know Natalia?
Oh yeah, we talked about her in the car, and I saw her at the sound check, and what a voice. What a voice. Has she been to Eurovision? No?
Almost.
Is she thinking about doing it?
She participated in our national finals in 2004.
Well, I mean, hello. I did the same. I mean, I finished the second, but anyhow. Yeah, she's great. I'm excited about her performance. Because I'm able to hear her. That's great, because most of the time, once you're in one of these festivals or lineups of many, many artists, you hardly get the chance to hear one of them, because, you know, everybody got their slot, and then you have to leave because they would kick you off stage. And this time it's great because she's right before my performance, so I'm gonna listen to her, definitely. Yes?
If you were to have one message for all oppressed and suppressed LGBT people around the world, and discriminated against, what would it be?
That's such a tough question, because, you know, the only thing that I always can say is what I believe in, you know, and that's not the ultimate truth. What I learned about over the years, that you have to lose the fear of losing someone, because you have to trust in the fact that love will find you and people will find you who support you the way you are. My mother always said to me, you know, we don't have to be your friends just because we're your parents. And she's right. And not even when it comes to sexuality, you know, sometimes your kids grow up and you're like a mother like, you know, why. And the same, while growing up, I could find out that the character of my parents is probably not those kind of people that I want to spend that much time with. I'm fortunate and lucky that my parents are my friends. But she's right, you know, we have a very, as I think, a very healthy relationship. And this leads me to the point where you really have to trust that you're never alone. You will never be alone.
Any more questions, final questions?
Yeah, can you sign this for my mother? Please.
Sure.
All right.
Are there any more final questions? Your last chance.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
When are you coming back?
When I'm coming back? I don't know. We'll figure that out, but I'm afraid that I don't have the answer right now. These are nice pictures.
One final question, Mark?
You live also in the Germans here in Antwerpen, with industry. Can you tell about in German, if you like,
Yeah.
what you like about Antwerp in German, for Germans in Antwerp?
Oh, sure. I don't know if anybody would understand me right now. Was soll ich sagen? Ich bin zum zweiten Mal hier in Antwerpen und es hat mir beim ersten Mal schon wahnsinnig gut gefallen. Und ich finde es schön, dass ich nochmal hier sein darf, weil letztes Mal hat es ein bisschen geregnet. Das ist heute nicht der Fall und deswegen freue ich mich sehr, dass wir das jetzt nochmal alles schön nachholen können. Und ja, be proud. I think the last bit, you got the last bit.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
For coming. We would like to ask you to clear this room, except for Luc and for Sam. So thank you very much for coming. We'll see Conchita at the Great Mat at 5:30, I think. 5:30 on stage. So thank you so much.
Oh, sure, of course. Here we go. This is yours.
Thank you.
Perfect.